Hello, everyone. Happy morning, happy afternoon, happy evening, as we always say, because you all watch us from different corners of the world. Welcome to the Revolving Perspectives, powered by positivity and sponsored by continued efforts to bring in enlightenment. We are back once again with one discussion on the occasion of this International Women's Day. You were seeing the background with the theme, and I thought of throwing light on various perspectives to look at this theme. I am sure, like me, you all also must be having a lot of questions or viewpoints on your minds. So I thought of having this discussion with two of my friends, colleagues, fellow coaches who have their viewpoints also, and they also came across certain questions with this theme. So we thought of having this discussion with you, opening rather a discussion with you all, and coming up with a series. We'll talk about what the series is at the end of this video. But right now, let me take you all to both of them. One is organization development coach, Ms. Malti Pillai, and the other is transformational coach, Ms. Neelu Gattani. Let me welcome them first.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
So, welcome both of you. And this platform of the Revolving Perspectives is created to bring in various perspectives to look at anything. And I always feel, and I always share with my audience that learning is in perspectives. When we come to know or come across some other perspective from some other person, we always feel that, okay, this is something new that I wasn't thinking of. And this addition to our frame of mind takes us to the next level. So, in the similar fashion, when we are looking at this theme, I loved this theme for this International Women's Day, DigitAll. So, I was thinking, why digital? And the first thing came to my mind is technology does not make any gender discriminations. Technology never takes birth focusing on only man or only woman. But how do we perceive it? How do we as human beings look at it? How do men look at it? How do women look at it? And how do they connect with it? So our discussion today is largely, as we were discussing even earlier about this, is largely going to focus on the challenges that we as women face, the perspective that society has largely, which we come across, and what can be done. Now, as we always say, International Women's Day, though it's a day, it should be ideally everyday scenario. Whatever we learn or pick it up for this day should be part of our life. So let's make this theme also part of our life by understanding it uh, from our discussion to begin with, and then taking it forward to the next level. What do you think, Malti?
Yeah, I think this year's theme it is basically about digital, that is the innovation and technology. What is its importance in curbing the inequality gap between male and females? There are various perspectives to it, Coach Vinda. So if you look at it, when we talk about women in the corporate sector, we cannot completely talk only about women in the corporate sector. We also have to uh, think about this topic from the perspective of women who are in the rural sectors of India.
From
So,
the all strata of the society, you're right.
so what I'm trying to say here is that basically when we look at women, it should be not only from the corporate sectors, that is from the urban towns, but also from the rural villages of India.
Correct. So this actually brings me to a point of accessibility. I think it starts from there, because depending upon the geographical location and the availability, accessibility of the technology for these women, it all their awareness, their worldview depends largely on that. What do you think, Neelu?
So I believe that yes, women lag behind in current scenario, and there are various reasons I feel behind it. So one is the conditioning of women, which has happened in our culture. So I feel culture is very important point here to mention, because women are not being given so much of advantage as men earlier to focus on technology. For example, if a child is creative, what we focus on, the creativity would be related to painting, art and craft, and such things. We, as a parent, as a community, never thought if a girl child is creative, she can be diverted toward coding also, computer science also, right? So I feel that awareness need to be built, and women are lacking behind because of cultural reason also.
Yeah. Okay. So one more thing I feel here is I have also seen scenarios where women are like they're largely picking up and taking up these software development, computer sciences, data analytics, and these kind of fields they're picking up. And we see large number of women in these sectors, these domains also.
Yes.
But still, I feel that do they use the knowledge of technology or the awareness that they already have for their personal growth, for their social existence, or are they still looking at themselves as a person or a human being with a limited access to something, and curbing themselves or refraining themselves from taking up technology for their personal growth or independent, standing on their own feet and feeling independent from within? Are they really looking at it this way? What is your take about it? You are a coach, you are talking to so many people. What do you think? Yeah,
So I
Malti.
believe,
Yeah, Nilu, please go ahead.
so I believe um, we women are caging ourselves in our own mind. If we want to do something, we can, right? So we are caging into such a mentality, and maybe by upbringing also, that society is also not aligned, and we ourselves are not pushing us out of the comfort zone. We ourselves may require a little bit of push, and as in women, the culture has been such that we are dependent on men, and we feel so comfortable about it at times. So I think that push need to be there, that motivation need to be there in our own self as an individual to get over it, come towards it, fight for it. If the ground is not provided to you, explore, and you can definitely do it.
Cool. Yes, completely take that point. But I also have a different perspective to look at it. Before
Yeah.
that, I want to hear from Malti. What does she have to say about it?
Yeah, thanks, Vinda, for bringing up this point. I'll tell you, if you look up to the web and the various articles which are there on the statistics, the numbers about the STEM areas where women are really, getting work in good numbers. That percentage, there is a light in that area, if you can see. 22%, as per one of the articles which was on Swachh India at NDTV, it talked about 22% of the women being in some of these areas. But then, there is a huge gap, Vinda. Uh, the statistics also say that by the year 2050, we are going to look at 75% of the positions in the STEM areas. And just one area to look at is where women are occupying 22% positions. So the gap is a big one. And in order to reduce this gap, there are a lot of efforts which need to be taken in terms of awareness, in terms of making those digital platforms available for women to work on, etc., etc.
Right. I think the hiring strategies, human resource perspectives, the viewpoints from what talent that we are looking at also needs this kind of awareness. So one way we are saying that women who are already equipped with technology need to get to that positions to fill this gap and to take it up, standing by this theme. is one. And secondly, giving them or making those kind of opportunities available for them, accessible to them, is another level of effort that is expected from, say, particularly a corporate world, the business world. If those concrete steps will be taken, I think we will start seeing some change at that level. So, but still, here I think we are talking about women who are privileged to get that sort of access to technology. What about a sector which is not privileged, which cannot reach, or maybe is not aware? What do you have to say about it, Neelu?
So I think we need to build that platform for that sector. We need to do some trainings. We need to do some, create some platform where they can come up and easily access the platform and use the technology in their best perspective. So now, for example, when I talk to my mates or people around who are at little lower income level, so they don't have access to that technology, but still they have that curiosity and they have an passion that at least my child learn that.
Perfect.
They earn hard to make them learn the technology.
Yes.
And I remember one of my cooks, uh, she was like working day and in and out at so many houses. I asked her, your health is not good. Why are you working so hard? The one answer which she gives me, that my daughter wants to learn computer science.
Okay.
And I want her to study and I want to provide her that environment that she can study and build up her career.
Right. Right.
So this is again a platform she gave. And as in community in the corporate world also, we shall focus on providing such platforms and do for the community to make them grow.
I agree with you. I agree. And as you started, from where you started, you were talking about making, people around us, women around us, aware about technology. Now, like
Yes.
teaching them about some banking tools which are easily handy available,
Can be done.
maybe bill payment online. These are still distant things for many women. And I think spreading this awareness across does not need a platform or does not need a specific event or effort. You can simply do it as a part of your life or part of your day. What do you think,
Yeah.
Mati?
Yeah, I think what Neelu and Vinda you have mentioned here is quite true, and we should be doing that. What I feel is, in earlier times when in the past few years when we were celebrating International Women's Day, we said one women to women ratio, where one educated woman she teaches the other uneducated women. But then, can we increase this ratio, one woman to a ratio of three? Let's say one educated woman in a family educates the other three. The other three could be her mother, it could be one of the a cook, or somebody who is coming for giving a helping hand in the house. It could be a person who is helping with the gardening, etc. So if this kind of a proportion, if this happens, we are sure to reduce this gap in a couple of years.
Yes. So far as we were discussing, it's women who need to take a step, pushing themselves out of their comfort zone, not staying in a cocoon saying that, how am I going to learn all this? This is like absolutely Greek and Latin for me. I have seen women handing over their smartphones or their gadgets or their laptops to their kids saying that, okay, you manage because I don't understand. I think that is this small change needs to be made in a mindset where you need to take a charge, because that is going to be the future one, that is going to make you feel independent, and taking charge of your own things. Like for example, many women, though they are technology wise sound, they hand over their finance related decisions or finance related actions to their either husbands or father or somebody, some male figure in the family, because they feel that, okay, that's not my job, somebody is taking care anyway, so let them take care. But
Yeah.
technology today is helping us with such tools and such techniques that we can take charge of our own things. So this was one perspective. for us to look at technology. Now I want to flip it and talk from the technology point of view. As I started, technology does not make a difference. It is not created only for man or only for women.
Right.
But we as women have our specific needs, which are only our needs. So, is technology addressing it? In the recent past, we have seen technology coming up with such kind of apps or tools. What do you have to say about it? Like, I'll start with Malti and then come to you, Neelu, about for this.
I think some of the apps which have been developed by some of the entrepreneurs, they are really doing good. They're really helping women, especially in areas of health and fitness, wellness, in socializing and connecting with each other. However, when it comes to the biological aspect of women, where they need to really take care of certain dates, they need to really take care of themselves when it is the time when they are in their maternity. Also, some women who are post 50, they have certain problems, so they really need to kind of have certain apps which will help them uh, to concentrate on their health. It will help them probably to track down the progress of their health during such times. So that's important, while some apps are already doing it. But I think this has to spread across, and it needs to be made more and more available to every woman in the society.
Good. There are efforts being made because I have seen some of my colleagues and my friends using these kind of apps, but not that they are available in large numbers. One, at times there is a possibility that we women feel that it is extremely classified information. This is my personal thing. Why should I share it on the app? Will it be safe and secured? Will my data be secured? And such kind of fears must be acting against women opting for technology, is what I feel. What do you think, Neelu?
Yeah, so rightly said by you, technology is not gender-based, it's been created. Okay. So apart from entrepreneurship and apart from the education, if we talk particularly about what we can provide, especially for women, I feel women's health and women's safety and security. Those are the two things which we can provide them through technology. So technology can provide access to health information and resources for women. So there are few apps like Flow and Clue, which help women track their menstrual cycle. So these are some helpful uh, apps for women, and they can use the technology for their health. Regarding safety and security, if I talk about, I think we can promote women to use the apps like, and we can provide the apps like Be Safe and Circle. These are a few apps which I know women can follow, and they can be alert. They can be alert to family and friends when they feel unsafe. And wearable technology like smart jewelry can be sent alerts to emergency contacts. So these type of technology can be built for women's safety and security, which we can provide them. I believe so.
Yes. So it is available is what one scenario is, and we making use of it is the other scenario.
Other scenario, definitely.
And maybe developing that sort of confidence and awareness among more and more women is the purpose of this theme, is what I feel. I initially said while we started with the discussion, I said I loved this theme because this is the future and we cannot really run away from it. Now, highlighting some challenges that even I face, though, I mean, I am in the sector of coaching, training, I am using technology as per my requirement, which is limited, I would still say. But now I also need to grow. And if I want to keep up to the pace of the developing advance in technology, like for example, I should be doing live sessions on LinkedIn, or I should be doing live sessions on Facebook. Those are great tools which these platforms have already offered. But I take a step back over there saying that, okay, I don't know how to handle the whole thing. So let me first learn it. So for me, when I was going through the whole thing and learning, reading about it, going through the articles, I felt that somewhere, though we call ourselves advanced, we have this filter where we say, okay, itna hi, this is all I can do, and not more than that, because I don't understand, I don't know. I think we should be coming out of this zone and saying that I want to learn. So I have made this goal for myself that I'll be learning now to build those tools and use them for my own visibility, because ultimately they are, or they were created for my own growth, for everybody's growth. So most of us women particularly should be making use of it. I want to make one more point here is, it's I don't generally look at society, in a discrimination, with a discrimination glass. I look at men, women as human beings, as equal. So but when I see people like me, or women like me, who are falling back somewhere, or not aware about certain things related to technology, there's no harm in going forward and taking help of your male partners or your colleagues who are really aware about it. And similarly, I think men should also take a step saying that, okay, if you want to learn something like this, we are here to help you out with it. I have seen many men, instead of teaching it, they simply say that, okay, leave it, we will manage. Because whenever, like, you will learn, then you will perform. So instead of so much of time investment, we will simply do it, because they are aware about it. So this mutual give and take will really help. What do you think, Malti?
Yeah, that should be done. And we, each one of us, a woman, I said one for three, and men, I think they should also put forward their helping hand, their support, in order to help this sector to come up. That's the need of the hour. That's what I feel.
Is there anything else that comes to your mind when you came across this theme and must have thought or read about it? Is there anything else that you want to voice out?
So while we were discussing about digital platforms and apps which are made available by some of the companies for women, especially women. I, think back, and I'm really very thankful to those people who have also, kind of the language which has been used. We have the local languages also out there. That makes it easy for a person to who doesn't understand English or who cannot type in English to use the local dialect there. So that's something which is incredible.
Hmm.
Apart from that, what I wanted to add and what my view is that we should have speech to text kind of a feature which should be easily available on even the oldest supporting platforms on any kind of a phone or something like that, so that people who cannot type on a keypad, they can at least talk and their speech gets converted to text.
I think it is already available, but
Yeah.
many are not aware about it. Even this MS Word, this platform also makes it available for us, but many are not aware. I must admit it over here that few days back, even I wasn't aware. So, if this is the scenario, I'm sure many need to still explore, because this is like an ocean, and every day it is increasing, it is growing, building up. So technology is a huge thing, and more we learn, more is going to come up any which ways in the near future. So it will always be a new learning for all of us.
Like you said, Vinda, that certain platforms like LinkedIn, Facebook, we have not completely explored them yet.
Mm.
Uh, I was doing recently a course,
Mhm.
and in this course, I have learned so many digital tools and techniques which are available online for users like us, for coaches like us. And I want to, put up on my LinkedIn handle how to use these tools and make it available for the benefit of our users on LinkedIn. These are extremely easy to use. It's only that we don't know about it. So we just have to start somewhere.
Correct. This gives me, or this rather brings me to an idea where I think of launching such small, modules or programs for women from different age groups, and teach them on maybe smartphone apps, techniques, tools, how to handle it, and these social media platforms, teaching them on the tools and all, and making it available in as many languages as it is possible, so that this could be my maybe I would say a goal for this year with this theme, which being a coach I can definitely contribute for. When I say that I'm celebrating International Women's Day, I can definitely contribute for the same theme. uh, Anything else that you want to voice out like that?
So I think, yeah, absolutely agree with you, Vrinda and Malti, that we need to take initiative. And if I express my experience when was launched, I wasn't aware of how to use it, So I took that initiative and I got the help from my kids. And they taught me step by step how Insta was very different from Facebook. So to understand it fully, what are the stories, what are the posts, and how you see the comments and DM terminologies and were also different. So they make me understood step by step. This is how you can explore Insta. This is how you can post on Insta. So this was an initiative on our own part. And definitely when you take an initiative, people around you support.
True.
Even men support, your kids support, society supports. Everything happens and falls in place as you yourself take that initiative towards learning technology.
Super. Very well said, Nilu. Very well said. So this brings me to a concluding part of this video. Let me just share with our audience that our purpose today with this discussion wasn't to come up with solutions or way forward or something like that. Our purpose was simply to highlight the challenges that we face, our perspectives towards them. What do we think, why these challenges are being faced? Are there any assumptions into it, or are they myths or the reality? And if they are the reality, how what steps that we can take to them? Now we will be coming up with a series of 3 more such videos or discussions, you may say, where we'll interact with experts from the field or the domain of technology who are contributing in this domain, but have certain niche towards the theme of this International Women's Day. We'll be coming up with this series, and every Wednesday, we will be uploading one video of this sort. I'm sure it will be enriching, enlightening for all of you. And we welcome you, the audience, to come up with your viewpoints, your comments. We will be voicing them out. If you are facing certain challenges or you have certain questions on your mind, with reference to this theme, or with this theme along with gender equality, if you have your questions, please share them with us. We are available on LinkedIn, on Facebook, YouTube channel is there. Please subscribe, like it, and make it interactive, because it's not my journey, it's not Malti's journey, it's for all of us. And I always believe that though it's called as International Women's Day, it is always celebrated by the whole society. So men or women, there is no discrimination over there. So let's just pour our viewpoints and enrich the whole theme, and ultimately the women in our society. Thank you so much. I will conclude it by saying that on this International Women's Day, don't just gift her some gadget. In fact, gift her the technology and the support to use that gadget effectively to become independent. Gift her a dream to be on her own. Thank you so much.